All right, so the page has been added. It automatically puts you in the page to edit the page. We're not going to edit, so we're just going to click this blue button in the top right corner that says save. It will save that we added that page, and it just takes us back to our home page. So we're going to do that process again by clicking add page. Now we're going to name this one How Chefs Use Math, or How Baseball Managers Use Math. So you're filling in that blank there. How blank use math.
So what was the facts one?
Those are going to be just your 10 basic facts about that job. Then this page is going to be your 10 facts about how they use math.
Oh, I got completely.
Okay, so we're not changing any settings again. We're just going to click create. Let it create your page. It puts you in this page, and then you click save again. All right, we have 2 more to create. We need to create our important person page, and we need to create our sources page. So same process. You may name this page important person, or you may name this page the name of your person. That's a personal preference you have. Click create. We'll talk about that. So if you have not found your important person, you need to do a little bit of research about someone who's significant in your field. Okay, maybe it's someone who's significant to the beginning of that occupation starting. Maybe it is just someone who has contributed a lot to that occupation. Okay, biography.com or history.com, those will be some good sources to use. You can also use World Book or Britannica to look for people. Okay, so your important person is going to go on this page. Remember, this page is going to just have like a short biography. A paragraph is all you're expected to do for this person. Okay, then click save, and let's put our last page there. Our last page is our sources. Please make sure you spell sources correctly. Click create. And save. And now you have all of the pages that are expected of you for your rubric. Now all you need to do is put those facts into those pages. All right, so on your sources page, you're going to be using EasyBib. Okay, so if you have a tab open at the top to the North Cape School page, click back to it, otherwise open a new tab. On the computer page of the school website is a link to EasyBib. EasyBib does the work for you, basically, when it comes to citing, especially your book. Okay, so when you click on EasyBib, it opens the page for you. Notice this search box here automatically defaults to a website. So you're going to put your name of your website in there when you find it for your important person, whatever site you use. You're going to have to do it that way. For the book, though, we just click on book, and you're going to put the title of your book in there. I do have the books here. But here's the cool thing is that most of these books are found in here. So if I type in how nurses use math and click cite it, it did a book search and it found the book for me. So all I have to do is click cite this. Okay, you can double check this information. The only thing that's typically maybe not the most accurate would maybe be the copyright. or publication information if there's a newer publication than what we have. But this is accurate for what we have. So you just review that information quickly and you click Create Citation. Right here in this box, it just created your citation for you. Pretty simple. All you need to do is copy and paste this onto your sources page of your website. So, as if they couldn't have made that process any easier, you're going to click copy and paste, then head back to your page. As long as you're here on the sources page, you click the pencil to edit. And then you can right click and paste.
When we do the facts,
And there is your source.
when we do the facts and stuff on the page, do we put them in paragraphs?
Hold on, we'll talk about that in a second. You need to make sure you save though. So whatever you edit in here is not going to stay here unless you click the blue save box at the top. So here's my source. I'm going to click save. And as long as I use Photos for Class for my pictures, because they're all tagged with the source, the only other source I have to put in here is my website for my important person. If you use Creative Commons instead of Photos for Class, then you're going to need to cite Creative Commons as your photograph source. Okay, so use Photos for Class and you don't have to, you kind of can skip that step. All right, now the layout of these pages, so your chef facts page or your how they use math page, that the layout is totally up to you. You have to have 10 facts in each page. So as long as I can easily read your paragraph and pull out the 10 facts, that's fine if you want to put it in paragraph form. Okay. I'm going to show you an example of one that I created for nurses. So you kind of can have an idea of okay, here's my home page. Couple pictures, just a brief introduction. Come in and see all that the occupation of nursing has to offer. Here you will learn some basic facts about nurses as well as how they use math in their everyday job. Okay. Then you can follow along and see the facts. Okay, I chose to do my facts in a list format with a number. Could bullet them. You could put them in paragraph. Completely up to you. Okay, how they use math. Okay, here was more of a paragraph form. Okay, and then my important person talks about Claire Barton. A couple pictures of her. Okay. The last one is my sources. Here's my book, or here's my website that I used about Claire Barton. Here's my book, and then photos. I put a line in there, but if you're using Photos for Class, you don't need to do that. So this is where you guys get to just play with it. With the layout, that's why I wanted you to use Google so that you can just copy and paste your facts into the appropriate section, whether it's facts about their job or how they use math. The only other thing I want to show you real quick is how to change the fonts and the colors. So you click up here on the settings. You need to make sure that you're back to this home page, you're not editing. So the only way to check that is that you don't see the word save in that top right corner. So if you click on these settings here, you're going to go down to the bottom here and you're going to manage site. Manage site. So click on that, and over on the left hand side the very bottom option says themes, colors, and fonts. Let's go ahead and click on that. Chrissy, here is where you can change your theme. Okay, so if you decide you didn't really like that theme, you can pick a different one here. Okay. If you stay on this top menu here, the entire page, and you click text, you can change the font of the whole page in one click. Okay, so font, it's right here, it's just set as their normal one, and you can choose and click. There's just hundreds of fonts here.
It's not letting me edit my page.
So you can pick a font. You'll notice that it changes on your screen for a preview. Okay, so that font there is going to change everything. If you want different fonts for different things, then this is where you're going to use different options on the left-hand side here. So if you want your header to be the title, okay, and you want your header to be a different font, okay, or in the content area, you have your page title. You can change your font there. Okay. And then your sidebar gadget title would be what you see on the side there, the menu. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't in text. Okay, so that's something that you can play around with after you have all your information in. The information is the most important part. When you're done with editing here, though, you do have to make sure you click save again. So unlike how Google, in its other formats, saves for you in Docs or Sheets or any of those other Google programs, this Google Sites does not save for you. You need to click save each time. So we save what we did and then go back in and edit. Okay, to get back to your site, you just click right here, the name of your site you see here as the top, and it just takes you back. Okay, remember, you have to click on that pencil. You have to be on what page you want to be, and then you click on the pencil, and then you can work inside there. Okay, if you want to add an image, here is how you do it. You click on Insert, Image. Okay. You need to make sure that your image has been downloaded. Remember, when you use Photos for Class, it just puts it automatically in your download folder. Okay, so you just go Upload Images, find your download folder, and pick the picture that you want to put in there. All right, you have the rest of the time to work.